So you did it. You finally got the VA to grant your claims. You're happy with the ratings. The monthly benefits provide a much needed financial relief for your family. But now you might be wondering, can the VA reduce your ratings? Unfortunately, under certain circumstances, they can. If your overall combined rating is threatened by a possible reduction, the VA must present that to you in the form of a proposal. That's because you have due process rights if there's any chance of actually losing money on a monthly basis going forward. However, if the VA merely wants to reduce your knee rating from 10% to 0% and it does not impact your overall rating, a proposal is not necessary. They simply can just do it. Sometimes the VA thinks that certain conditions get better. When claims are granted, they may schedule what are called routine future examinations 2 to 5 years out to see if something has improved. For example, if you have cancer and you're going through chemotherapy or radiation, the VA will rate you at 100%. But if at that examination it is demonstrated that the condition is now in remission, it'll be reduced to 0%. Also, maybe the VA thinks your mental health condition will get better. If you are called in for one of those routine future examinations, you really need to go. If you show sustained improvement over the prior examination, the VA may very well propose to reduce you. The VA may also reduce things because of what's called clear and unmistakable error. Maybe when they granted your peripheral neuropathy 2 years ago, it was based upon an improper theory and they shouldn't have done so. Maybe the VA granted 2 separate conditions and are paying you separately even though it's for the same symptoms. That's called pyramiding and they can't do that. A clear example of that is maybe you have 50% for sleep apnea and 30% for asthma. Those 2 respiratory disorders should not be paid separately and should be combined. And then you'd only be paid the greater of the 2 amounts, which is the 50%. So what happens if you're threatened with a possible reduction? Well, if it's a proposal, what you can do is request a hearing. You have 30 days from the date of the proposal to request the hearing. That does not mean that it'll happen within 30 days, just that you have 30 days to tell the VA that you want one. That's a great informal telephone conversation where you can tell the VA that you haven't gotten better, that you still have problems with your knees, that your breathing is still bad, that you still have nightmares. And generally, you can ask them to give you a new examination to see if you've gotten better. Another thing is that you have 60 days from the proposal to submit any additional evidence or arguments. Maybe you have an MRI that shows that the knee has gotten worse. Maybe your wife or your neighbor can write a statement for you that show that you have not gotten better, that you still can't leave the house because you're too scared, and therefore your mental impairment has not gotten any better. Sometimes, though, you can't fight the possible reductions. Maybe the VA is in fact right. For example, if that cancer has gone into remission, the reduction is proper. And maybe with those clear and unmistakable errors, the VA is correct and it should be reduced. However, there is no harm in requesting that hearing. It is easy to have a telephone conversation from the comfort of your home to talk to the VA employee about the symptoms. Maybe it turns out that the VA is wrong. Reductions are awful. They're bad. You finally get to the top of the mountain and you get your claims benefit, and then all of a sudden the VA threatens to take them away and rip that carpet out from underneath you. My name is Chris Bodie, and I'm a senior advocate here at Veterans Help Group. Click on the link below to subscribe to future videos or call our office for a free consultation. We're here to help you with your reduction. Thank you.